It's a debut of women's basketball on 1050 WLIP, the season debut for Carthage women's basketball as they open up the home portion of their schedule this afternoon against the North Park Vikings. Good afternoon and welcome into the Tarble Arena, everyone. John Weiser with you. Glad to be with you here today as this choppy season, if you will, for college basketball continues. The Carthage women's team was scheduled to play on Monday here and did not play because of the weather and the travel for Milliken coming up from Decatur during that storm on Monday. So that game's been postponed and will be rescheduled later on in the month of February. Then the team was supposed to travel down Thursday to Chicago to take on this North Park team, and lo and behold, they get to the gym, they get changed, they are on the floor, and one of the tests for one of the North Park personnel came back, and so they postponed that game on Thursday about an hour before tip. So that game will be rescheduled at a later date. So here we are here today, the first of two matchups against North Park, and it will be here in Kenosha. North Park with a record of 2-0 on the season. They swept their two-game set last week with North Central College, and they are sitting atop the women's standings in the CCIW, tied with Wheaton coming into the game here today. North Park defeated North Central 55-53 late in that ball game. Jayla Johnson had 25 points, Chantal Harrison with 11, and Esther Miller with 9 to lead the way for North Park in that victory over North Central. North Central 0-3 now on the season. As we mentioned, North Park and Wheaton 2-0 in the league. Carroll at 1-0. Carthage coming in 0-1. Their only game was at Milliken a week ago, and they lost to the Big Blue in that conference game, 77-66, the final in that one. And really was an awful first quarter. 22-8 Milliken outscoring Carthage in that first quarter, and Carthage seemed to rebound. They rallied in the second half, actually cut it to single digits, but were unable to get any closer late in that contest. Kelsey Cashon with 15, Amanda Larson with 13, Ayanna Esther with 13, and Lauren Herman with 8, the leaders in that one. And it was Cashon, the leading rebounder in that game. She had 5 on the offensive glass for a total of 8 in that contest. And that's really the key here today. Be a little bit more physical, get off to a better start for this Carthage team, particularly in the first quarter. And it's going to be a physical ball game, as we'll hear from head coach Tim Bernero in just a moment. Matter of fact, talked with Tim Bernero before the ball game here today, asked him about this choppy start to the season and this hurry up and wait here over the last week.
In soccer terms, we're 0-1-2. We've got 2 non-decisions or ties, and it was, we talked way back in September to the kids, John, and it was just like everything, you have to have some level of flexibility this year. So, we got to play the one game last Saturday. We're expecting to run it back against Milliken here on Monday. Mother Nature jumped in. Got down Thursday to North Park, and all the protocols and stuff stepped in, and we did what we had to do. I mean, there's nothing to get mad about. There's nothing to be upset about. It's preponderance of caution, as they say nowadays, so you do what's the right thing for not just our team, but for the school and for the other teams. When you're practicing with your own teams, that's one thing. When you go out and play other people and mix in amongst each other, you have to think of who you're playing next, who you're playing before. So we had to do what we did Thursday, and they were fine with it.
Well, now you've got North Park here and a chance to even your mark, and I'm going back to the game on Saturday against Milliken. A rough start that first quarter, but after that it seemed like your team found its legs a little bit as the game crept along.
Yeah, I mean, and everybody's in the same boat this year, and we're in a different situation just because we are unknown. We're young, and there's a lot of pieces, a lot of scoring to replace. So that was our first time out there. Honest to gosh, I didn't know exactly which people I was going to play, how long, and stuff like that, and the game played it out. So in place of your scrimmages and stuff like that, maybe that first quarter was our feeling out, and we played pretty well after that and played the game pretty level against, I think, a pretty good team. And now, we talked to the kids about, let's start from the end of that game, not start from a new start here. So we want to get off to a good start, be where we're supposed to be defensively, execute what we're supposed to offensively, and see where it goes.
And I would think too, getting a more physical presence early in the game, being able to defend the paint a little bit more and collect off the glass a little bit more.
Right, and the games with North Park traditionally in the last few years, they're physical. It's not necessarily pretty. There's going to be a lot of collisions, and you have to accept that. There's going to be, they've got good post players. They've got, kids that take the ball to the basket very aggressively, and we're learning. Some of our young kids have to learn. You got to stick yourself in front of that and take it. You can't get out of the way. So as we learned that a little bit at Milliken, we got better, and hopefully we can take it from here and be able to accept the fight at the college level in our second game for some of the kids.
Is it Johnson that you have to try and neutralize a little bit more and be a little bit more aggressive with her today?
Yeah, I mean, she's their best player. Can be a dynamic scorer. You can't let her get started. Having said that, I don't think we're going to hold her to 2. She'll get some. We have to make her earn them. She can't get to the free throw line easily. She can't get straight lines to the basket on the drive, and she can't get on the offensive boards or in the post. She's versatile. The only thing she really doesn't do a bunch of is shoot the 3, but we've got to be able to do all the other stuff and keep her in line. And Somerville's a big presence in the post. She can have a good game, but if you do what you're supposed to, you can cancel that out. Then it's containing the other kids in transition. We didn't do a good job in transition against Milliken. We worked on that the last few days. We've got to take that away so that people don't get easy points either in transition or to the basket.
So draw it up as far as keys to the game here today. What's it going to take?
I think we're still learning. We have to understand that we have to be more of a physical presence on the defensive end and rebound the ball. I think we did a pretty good job overall not turning the ball over against a team that plays differently defensively like Milliken. North Park's going to be traditional. They're athletic. They can bother some passing lanes, but they're not denying everything all over the floor. If we take care of the ball and we get it where we're supposed to, I think we shoot the ball a little bit better than them as a group. But we've got to do that on that. And as always, we talked about you have to get them to one shot. We got beat 15 on the board by Milliken, who's a bigger team. This team's got decent size, but not necessarily bigger than us. So we've got to neutralize that.
Good luck. See you after the game.
Sounds good.
Head basketball coach Tim Bernero for the Carthage women's basketball team as they get set to take on North Park this afternoon here at the Tarble Arena. We'll step out, take a 60 break, back with the lineups and tip-off right after this on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP.
Today's game. There you go.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Tarble Arena for today's CCIW women's basketball game between Carthage College and North Park University. The NCAA promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation by supporting participants and officials in a positive manner. The NCAA, the CCIW, and Carthage thank you for your cooperation. At this time, please direct your attention to the American flag located at the north end of the arena. It draped the coffin of Captain Frank Favren, a former Carthage student who died in Vietnam in 1970. The flag is a gift to the college from his parents. In remembering Captain Favren, we pay tribute to all who have sacrificed their lives for our country and honor those who today put themselves in harm's way in service to America. And now, at this time, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Ready to go here.
For
Set to go for basketball this afternoon. Women's basketball here on 1050 WLIP. John Weiser with you from the Tarble Arena as Carthage gets set to take on North Park. The starting lineup for the Vikings from Chicago. At a guard, it'll be Chantel Hairston, a freshman out of Proviso East, averaging 10 points per ball game. Shanae Molly will start at Malloy, will start at a guard, 5'9" senior out of Chicago Trinity. Emily Chuhaevsky will start at a forward, 5'6", out of Taft High School, a transfer from Roosevelt University. Josie Summerfield will play the post, a forward, 6-foot junior out of Adairsville, Georgia. And Jayla Johnson, the team's leading scorer and leading rebounder at 16 points and 7.5 boards per game. She starts at forward, a 5'8" junior out of Wheaton, Warrenville South. Amanda Crockett is the head coach in her 13th season with North Park. And now here is the starting lineup for the Carthage women's basketball team.
High School in Hampshire, Illinois, number 20, Lauren Herman. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Carl Sandburg High School, hailing from Madison, Illinois, number 25, Destiny Antoine. At forward, a 6-foot junior from Trumper High School, hailing from Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, number 34, Kelsey Kassan. At guard, a 5'8" freshman from Providence Catholic High School, hailing from Okena, Illinois, number 4, Lauren Knight. And at guard, a 5'9" senior from Grays Lake Central High School in Grays Lake, Illinois, number 12, Amanda Weiser. The head coach, your Carthage.
It'll be Lauren Knight, Amanda Larson, Lauren Herman, Destiny Antoine, and Kelsey Cochon from Tremper High School in the starting lineup for the Carthage women's basketball team. Tim Bernero in his 18th season as head coach of Carthage women's basketball, suddenly becoming the dean of coaches in this league. 4 10-minute quarters, 5 timeouts per team. 4 team fouls per quarter. After the fourth, you're shooting. So some differences compared to NCAA men's basketball. It'll be Somerville for North Park, jumping center against Cochon for Carthage. North Park Navy Blues, Carthage in white, and the opening tip brought down by North Park. We are underway, quarter number 1 of our season debut of Carthage women's basketball on 1050 WLIP. Carthage opens up in a man, and they get an offensive foul on a moving screen right away, and it was on Josie Somerville trying to come up the paint that time to set a high post. So Carthage will bring it up in the backcourt. North Park going man-to-man defense here. Lauren Knight will handle it. Swings it off left side to Amanda Larson, up top to Destiny Antoine. Antoine, top of the circle, gave up the dribble, gets it back to Larson. Works it off far side, Lauren Knight left side. Back up top to Destiny Antoine with 7 on the clock, works her way down the paint, turns, shoots, missing. Rebound Somerville for North Park. They'll get it up quickly. Transition, you heard Coach Bernero talk about it. Getting back defensively in transition. Eliminate those 2-on-1, 3-on-2s the other way. Malloy gets it up top. In contact, Jayla Johnson, top of the circle. There was contact there and the foul on Lauren Herman, her first. Just a little bit of contact that time. She's just a hair late getting up there. Try and put a body on Johnson before she cut down to the lane. North Park will inbound. Jayla Johnson gets it off top of the circle. Gets the return pass now, spins. Offensive foul not called there as the Carthage player hit the deck and missed the shot, but the offensive rebound to North Park. They'll reload. Malloy with it now, works it off to Hairston. Now we got an offensive foul again. Inside contact with the arms extended. Jayla Johnson trying to come out to set the ball screen. Called for the foul, her first. Second on the team. As Lauren Knight will bring it down. Gets it off to Herman in the left corner. To Antoine, middle of the floor. Now looking down low, post to Kashan through her hands, and it's taken away by Hairston. That pass just a little too hot for Kashan that time, as North Park will set it up here on the near side. Chantal Harrison inside to Johnson. Jayla going up, thought she was fouled, no call. Ball deflects out of bounds off of Lauren Herman. It'll be North Park basketball. Reset the shot clock to 20 here. We're 2 minutes in, still looking for our first basket today. Hairston with it, left corner near side. Works it back up top and around to Chuhaevsky now, back to Hairston. To Jayla Johnson, team's leading scorer, penetrates the paint. Kick to Somerville, back up top. Good job defensively. Now sliding off the screen. The air ball shot by Malloy is no good, goes out of bounds. It'll be Carthage ball. Good defensive effort that time. They took the paint away that time from North Park. And that forced them to go back up top to reload with the shot clock going down. And they're going to call it a shot clock violation, as the horn went off before the ball went out of bounds. Carthage women's basketball. Again, the Carthage Athletics without a team nickname this year. They're working on getting one. As Herman, long three left side, banks off the glass too strong, and the rebound cleared out by Hairston. Now it's stolen right back by Amanda Larson. Larson driving hard left side, missed the layup, short-armed it that time on the way up. Rebound cleared out by North Park, bringing it down is Chuhaevsky. Works it off near wing, now down low, left side Johnson. Jayla Johnson bumped by Kashan, and she commits the foul, her first. She got a quick step on Kashan that time as she got that pass at the left block. Tried to advance it toward the basket. Kashan just a hair late getting over to establish the position and called for the foul. Team fouls even now at 2 apiece as North Park reloads with a 20-second shot clock. Up top to Hairston. Now Chuhaevsky lost the ball. It's loose on the floor, picked up by Hairston. Inside the arc left wing, her shot won't go. And Kashan able to get the rebound for Carthage. Now the school in the process of developing a new athletic nickname that is gender inclusive. No more red men or lady reds. They have been retired. And also a new mascot as we got a foul. Destiny Antoine on the drive to the basket fouled. It'll be Carthage ball right of the basket. So the Lady Reds and Redmond nicknames have been retired. Torchy's going to graduate here in May, and there'll be a new team nickname as well as a new athletic logo coming your way from Carthage here. We perhaps will know sometime in late February. As the inbound to Kashan, her shot left block won't go, and the rebound pulled in by North Park, Malloy. Scoreless here through the first 3.5 minutes. With it down was Miller. Tried to work it inside to Somerville, and she was fouled as she fell to the court. And the foul's going to go on Kelsey Kashan. She picks up 2 quick fouls here in the first 3.5 minutes. And so substitution here right away for Carthage. It'll be Bridget Barrett, a 5'9" freshman out of Oaklawn, Illinois, and Macaulay High School. So Kashan on the bench with 2 fouls here early on as the shot goes up, missing. Larson with the rebound, gets it back to Lauren Knight. Knight, the point guard, will set it up. Freshman out of Lake Zurich High School. Now gets a screen from Destiny Antoine, and into the corner Larson for 3, no good. Rebound Knight, but then she tried to work it back inside to Antoine, and it's taken away by North Park. Vikings come back with it. Chuhaevsky now to Shanae Malloy. Back over to Hairston. Now Miller to Hairston. They look inside to Somerville. Broken up by Knight and taken away. Nice anticipation that time by Lauren Knight. Able to get in there, or excuse me, by Bridget Barrett that time to get in there and steal that one away. Antoine now top of the right wing. Gets it to Barrett, drives the basket, had it knocked out of her hand. It goes out of bounds. Carthage retains possession. 4.5 minutes in, we're still looking for our first points of this first quarter. Looking to inbound. We got a 5-second call on Carthage. Substitutions here as Somerville will exit for North Park. Lauren Lee, a junior, will check in. Ayanna Esther will check in now for Carthage, the 5'6" sophomore. Tremper teammate of Kelsey Cauchon. Cauchon on the bench with 2 personal fouls here early on. Now Lauren Lee with it, near wing. Reversing around right side. Back up top of the circle it goes. Ball momentarily poked away. Shot clock down to 5. Chuhaevsky into the corner, and it's a shot clock violation, the second of the game by the Carthage defense. Nicely done. Forced him to the outside, kept him to the perimeter, did not get the ball inside, and they forced the shot clock violation and turnover. So Lauren Knight will bring it down. Gets it back to Destiny Antoine on the drive. Scoop shot up the glass, won't go. And the rebound cleared out by Esther Miller. Carthage getting back defensively. Able to cut off the transition. They'll work it back up top. Shanae Malloy back out to Lauren Lee for 3, and she drops it in. Our first points of the ball game, a 3-pointer by Lauren Lee for North Park. Vikings up to a 3-0 lead here. 4:20 to go, first quarter. Working the dribble. Knight now off to Larson. Back to Lauren Knight. Her 3 on the way, hits the heel of the rim. Cleared out of there by Barrett. Barrett will fire from the left corner, won't go. And the rebound pulled in by Ayanna Esther. Back the other way, the shot goes up. Missing, rebound. Carthage now 0 for 7 from the field. Make it 0 for 9 for Carthage here in the early going. That shot, pass I should say, intended for Larson, knocked out of bounds by Malloy. Free throw line extended far side for Carthage. Addison Ebeling in now, a 5'10" freshman out of Loyola Academy for Carthage. Also Nancy Valev, the junior out of Wheeling, played with this team last couple of seasons. She's on the floor. Carthage looking for their first points. 3.5 minutes to go, first quarter, down 3-0, and they turn it over. Bad pass by Nancy Valev, but then it's broken up and taken out of bounds. It'll be North Park ball. North Park ball. 0 for 9 from the field and 3 turnovers thus far. But they trail 3-0. Malloy on the drive, the floater off the right baseline won't go down. Amanda Larson gets the rebound for Carthage. Carthage looking for their first points here as they work it off far wing. Ayanna Esther back to Bridget Barrett, who was fouled on the drive that time. On the exchange, she was on a little give and go. Got fouled on the play by Zakia Newsom in there now, the 5'4" senior. Another 5-second count on Carthage. That's twice now. Carthage has turned it over on the count. So 2:50 to play here in the first quarter. Carthage down 3-0. So work it around. Chantel Harrison to Malloy. Back out for the 3 on the way. That one's no good. Long rebound picked up at the free throw line by Bridget Barrett. She'll give it off to Nancy Valev. Valev now palmed the basketball, turning it over. Got her hand underneath the ball and brought it back down. Another turnover for Carthage. North Park just 1 for 8. Carthage 0 for 9. 2:15 to go here in the quarter. Malloy gets past Larson. Kick to the arc, and the shot up and in by Chantel Hairston. Hairston, the freshman of Proviso East, averaging 10 points per game, and that's her first bucket tonight. 6-0 North Park. Minute 52 to go here in the first quarter. Larson double team, has to get help. And then a whistle and a foul is knocked to the floor. Going for the basketball was Ayanna Esther. She was trying to go between two North Park defenders. And the foul will go on Newsom, her second. Should be shooting 1-1 here. This is the 5th foul. We should be at the line here for 1-1.
At the line. Esther shooting.
So Ayanna Esther will go to the free throw line for Carthage. Her first trip to the line this season, and that one off the back iron, no good. Esther played 21 minutes in the loss to Milliken last Saturday. Scored 13 points, connects on the free throw there, 1 for 2. 6-1 North Park, a minute 40 to go here in the first quarter. A cold start for both teams. Now working on the drive is Hairston. Kick to the left wing. Newsom. Now to Chuhaevsky, and on her drive to the basket was fouled. Stepping out to defend her that time was Lauren Herman. She picks up her second, so she joins Kashan with 2 personal fouls, and she will exit here as Lauren Knight will check back in. North Park gets it in, works it up top. Minute 20 to go. Deep 3 on the way, no good. The rebound pulled in by Carthage. Ayanna Esther that time on the boards. Carthage doing a good job here in the early going, out-rebounding North Park 10-8. Just haven't connected offensively. There's a 3 on the way, no good, taken by Nancy Valev. North Park gets the rebound, they'll push it up. Malloy with it now. Works it off, right wing, Chuhaevsky to Hairston. Back over to Lauren Lee. On the way, a little runner off the right side, off the glass and down for Lauren Lee. 8-1 North Park, 41 seconds to go here in the quarter. We have travel. Another turnover. 7th turnover of the quarter for Carthage. Valev with the walk that time. Not the way to start here. But the good news is you're not down by much here. Get a stop here. We'll have to shoot. 4-second difference. Game clock to shot clock. 23 seconds to play in the quarter. So North Park will have to put it up. They'll spread the floor. Working the dribble near side is Malloy. Stepping out, Miller on the screen. Lost control, picked up by Carthage. They'll try and break it out. Valev across midcourt with 3, with 2. Flipped it up, no. Offensive rebound wouldn't go either, as Ayanna Esther collected the miss but could not stick it back as time expires here in the quarter. So 1 quarter in the books, and Carthage down 8-1. Our game today is brought to you in part by Lynch Chevrolet of Kenosha on Highway 50 just east of I-94. That's home of the $3,500 trade-in allowance. Lee with 5 to lead all scorers. Rebounding in that first quarter, Carthage out-rebounding North Park 11-9. And Carthage with 2 offensive boards in that first half. So quarter number 2 set to begin here. Destiny Antoine along with Amanda Larson. Kelsey Cachon back on the floor. Ayanna Esther out there as well. And Lauren Knight rounding out the lineup to begin quarter number 2. Carthage going left to right here in this first half. Antoine down low to Cachon. Works hard off the left block and banks it in. Good look that time. Good entrance pass to Cachon at the left block, and she's able to bank it home. First 2 points for Cachon. 8-3 North Park. Lauren Lee, top of the circle jumper on the way. That's an air ball miss, out of bounds to Carthage. Carthage 1 for 13 now this afternoon. Margaret Spear in for the first time for Carthage. Spear out of Lake Zurich High School. They get it down again. Able to work it off to Amanda Larson, able to knock it in. Just like that, Carthage back to within 3 here. Off to a 4-0 run to start this second quarter. Work it through the top of the circle. Get it off to Lauren Lee. Around the Somerville screen. Curls around the right side. Banks it in. Count it and 1. Good work that time by North Park. They were able to work a little bit of a weave up top. Somerville was able to set the screen, and that foul goes on Cachon, her 3rd. So she got a little too aggressive that time trying to help out. And the free throw on the way is no good by Lauren Lee. Lee with 7 now to lead the way for North Park. Just over a minute gone by here, second quarter. North Park 10, Carthage 5. Larson on the drive, left side. The run up, banks it in. Good aggressive move to the basket that time by Amanda Larson, the senior out of Grays Lake. She has 4 of the team's 7 points. Once again, Carthage to within 3. Inside to Somerville, and she was double teamed and fouled. It's a problem now for Carthage is that North Park, the advantage underneath now, particularly in the post. You have Cachon on the bench with 3 fouls. You have Herman on the bench with 2 fouls. So Somerville will shoot 2 here and knocks down the first. As a team, North Park 71% from the free throw line. Somerville remains perfect on the year, 5 for 5 now at the stripe. Her first 2 points. Lead back to 5, 12-7 North Park, 8:20 to go in the half. Working it is Destiny Antoine. Fires up the shot, back iron miss. Rebound Somerville. North Park will set it up offensively. Hairston with it, gets a Somerville screen, curls around, again cut off there. They kick it to the wing for Chuhaevsky with the 3. That won't fall, and the rebound collected by Carthage and Barrett. She'll get it up to Knight. She'll walk it across midcourt. Amanda Larson with it. Works it across to the right wing to Knight. Knight fires a deep 3, and she hit it. Well behind the arc off the right wing for Lauren Knight, a freshman out of Mokina, Providence Catholic product. Cuts it to 2, 12-10. Needed that one. First triple of the game here for Carthage, 1 for 5. Somerville inside, and she's able to back in off the right block and bank it in. Carthage immediately tried to double team her, but she got too deep after she caught that pass. Was able to get position inside to finish. 4 points for Somerville. Antoine works it off near side to Spear. Back to Larson, driving the lane, flip with the right hand, blocking foul inside. Larson will go to the free throw line. Somerville picking up the foul. That is her first. First on North Park as a team, and Larson to the line for 2.
Foul number 22, Josie Somerville. Checking in for the Vikings.
So Larson beginning to attack the basket here.
At the line.
Played 28 minutes in that loss to Milliken last Saturday. Was 5 of 9 from the field, 3 for 6 at the free throw line against the Big Blue down in Decatur. First free throw on the way is good. Carthage working on free throws. They're normally a very good free throw shooting team, but just 43% coming into today. But Larson hits them both. Cuts it to 2. Ashton Hudson will check in for the first time for North Park. Transfer from San Antonio College, 5'10" sophomore out of Pomona, California. 6:45 to play, first half. Carthage down 2. Jayla Johnson with it, way on the top of the arc. Now flips it off left side. Newsom traveled with it. Good defense by Carthage that time. Margaret Spear able to get there and establish the position and forced her to walk. 6.5 to go here in the first half. Chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. All things considered, good spot here, but now we get a moving screen violation on Carthage. Destiny Antoine making contact as she was setting the screen. Carthage men down in Chicago. They're taking on North Park. They lead at 13-11, 7 minutes into that ball game. We'll track that at halftime. Hairston now flipped it up, no good. Air ball miss. Scooping it up underneath for Carthage was Barrett. Get a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Larson across the floor to Spear. Now up top, Knight back to Larson on the right wing. Bounce feed to Spear. Fakes the shot, puts it on the floor, flips it back to Knight. Far side for 3. Won't go. Battle for the loose ball taken away by North Park. Hairston with the rebound. Takes it all the way down. Carthage gets back defensively. 14-12 North Park. 5.5 minutes to go in the half. Hairston on the drive. Kicks it back behind her to Newsom. Shot clock down to 8. Hairston now on the drive. Puts up an off-balance shot. Taken away inside by Antoine. Gets it off to Larson, and she was fouled as she was pushed to the ground that time by Hairston. That is Hairston's second on North Park here in the quarter. Carthage will bring it up. North Park going the last 2 minutes plus without a basket. Spear on the drive, called for the offensive foul. She chicken winged her way to the top of the circle that time into Esther Miller and knocked her off balance. Got whistled for the offensive foul. 4:45 to go here in the half. Again, all things considered, you're 4 for 17 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, but yet you're only down 2. So another foul here, looks like on a Destiny Antoine, trying to fight her way through a screen. Her second. Well, Lauren Herman will check back in. And it looks like we'll get our first look at freshman Addison Ebeling. Ebeling, a 5'10 freshman out of Loyola Academy. That was the 15th foul on Carthage, so 1-1 here now for North Park. Johnson able to knock down the front end. Second one on the way, good as well. 2 for 2. Jayla Johnson with just 2 points, but her team is up by 4, 16-12, with 4:35 to go in the half. Knight to Larson on the left wing. Back to Ebeling. Top of the circle it goes to Knight again. Knight puts it on the floor, swing to Larson, shot clock down to 10. Gets a screen from Ebeling. Larson continues the dribble to the free throw line. Cut off there nicely by Hairston. And on the drive to the basket, a whistle and a foul as it was Bridget Barrett off the feet from Larson coming down the right side. And she'll get to the line to shoot 2. That last foul on Ashton Hudson. That is her first, 3rd on the team. Diana Esther will check in now, replacing Amanda Larson, and at the free throw line is Barrett. Knocks down the front end. Barrett came off the bench, played 21 minutes last Saturday against Milliken. Missed the second, goes 1 for 2, deficit is 3, 16-13 North Park. Vikings bring it down. Lee to Johnson. Johnson on the drive, cut off. Herman knocked to the floor. No call. Ball come out of there to Carthage and Bridget Barrett. She'll leave it for Knight. Could have been an offensive foul there, but they let that one go. And now we got a travel on Ebeling. Got to put it down. Actually, Lauren Herman that time. North Park will bring it up. Work it off near wing to Lauren Lee. Lee back to Jayla Johnson at the free throw line. Double team there. Back out it goes to Lee for 3. No. Rebound inside, taken away by Bridget Barrett, but then she had it stripped away as taking it was Ashton Hudson. And the ball goes out of bounds. She tried to lob that pass down low. It'll be Carthage ball. 3:19 to play here. Carthage struggling. But they've out-rebounded North Park 17-12, and they trail by 3 despite shooting just 22% here in the early going. Much better quarter here for Carthage, 4 of 5 from the field. As Ayanna Esther gets it off. Herman for 3, no. Rebound inside, Herman got it back. Her shot won't fall as it's taken away inside by Ashton Hudson. Couple of good looks. Nothing to speak of here. Now walk. They force a turnover here. Lauren Lee wanted to pass that ball off to her right, but looked like it slipped out of her hand. She had to grab it. In the process, took an extra step. 7th turnover by North Park. Turnovers even at 7 now. Knight leaves it for Esther. Up top to Herman on the right wing. Lauren Herman, left-hand dribble now. Kick to the left side for 3 on the way. Air ball miss. Nice rebound underneath, and the foul called as collecting that offensive miss was Barrett. Went back up low right and got fouled. Hudson picking up the foul. That is her second. 4th on the team as Somerville will check in for North Park. And back at the free throw line is Bridget Barrett. And that one rims out no good. It's been a struggle at the line this season for Carthage. 42% coming in. As I said, normally a reliable 70% free throw shooting team, but they've had their woes early on as she makes the back end to 2, cuts it to 2, 16-14 with 2:15 to play. Lauren Lee working the dribble, lost it, picked it back up. Now swings it off near wing. Malloy's pass inside for Somerville, taken away by Carthage. Nice job again by Bridget Barrett. Gets the steal. Barrett with it now, below the free throw line, spinning on Somerville, off balance, shot, banks it in. We're tied at 16. Nice move by Bridget Barrett on both ends of the floor, getting the steal and then able to finish it off underneath, going around Somerville. Game tied at 16, 1:38 to play in the half. Working the basketball near side, Malloy. Back out, deep three on the way. That one's no good. Nice rebound again by Barrett. She's been the spark here for this Carthage team here in the last 5 minutes or so. Carthage looking for their first lead, and now we get a foul as Herman cut through the paint. She was held up by Lauren Lee. First foul on Lee. That's foul number 5, so that'll put Herman at the line for the bonus.
At the line, Herman, shooting 2.
Lauren Herman, her first trip to the line this season. 0 for 1 from the field. That was a 3-point attempt. Free throw on the way. Battles off, no good. Carthage 3 for 5 at the line tonight. Second one missing again. Comes up empty, the rebound to Lauren Lee. Now we had a whistle and a foul. The ball went inside to Esther Miller. It's on Herman, that's her third. That is on Herman, that is her third. She will come out. Amanda Larson will check back in over the limit. So at the line for North Park is Esther Miller. Miller able to knock it down. She's a first 2 games of the season, 9 for 11 at the line. Second one on the way. Banks off, no good. 1 for 2. 1 point North Park lead as we approach a minute to play here in this first half. Again, all things considered, Carthage very fortunate here to be in this ball game. Barrett for 3, barely glanced off the rim, and the rebound taken by North Park and Miller. Gets it off to Lee. Lauren Lee working the dribble. Out of Malloy. Now Jayla Johnson with it. Up to the free throw line. The jumper there won't fall. Barrett trying to get the rebound, and she was fouled by Somerville. Somerville going over the back that time. That's the second on Somerville, and we'll walk it down to my right for free throws here for Barrett. Barrett, 21 minutes in the game against Milliken. Missing on the front end. 7 points. Check that, 4 points and 4 rebounds for Barrett in the loss to Milliken last week. Goes 1 for 2. Ties the game at 17. Ashton Hudson in now for Somerville. Jayla Johnson also sitting down here. So a good move by Amanda Crockett. I want to get her 2 bigs in foul trouble here late. 22 seconds to play. Shot clock down to 15. Carthage can force a stop here. They'd have an opportunity to take the lead. And they have not done here in the first half. On the drive, we got an offensive foul. Driving was Lauren Lee, and Carthage had 3 players underneath, all standing outside the halo, ready for that. And the charge goes to Lee. 8.4 seconds to play, so Carthage could take their first lead here on their final possession of the first half. Knight brings it down quickly, gets a screen from Eberling. Drives, and we got an offensive foul as the ball goes out of bounds. The horn sounds. That will be a foul on Knight to end our first half. I think the officials now are going to huddle up here. They might put a second on here. Let's see. So it'll put .4 on the clock, so Carthage will have to come out and defend here. Lee will inbound in the backcourt. They'll try They won't get the shot off as it slipped out of the hands of Shanae Malloy. So we're tied at 17 here in this first half of play here at Carthage College. 17 all, Carthage and North Park. We will step out, take a 60 break. Back with the numbers from this first half right after this on AM 1050 WLIP.
We don't wanna believe it, that it's all gone. Just a matter of minutes before the sun goes down. We're afraid to admit it, but I know you know that you and me, it was good, but it wasn't right. And it'll be hard, but I know I will make it out. Step by step, I move on and get on with life. So I'll let go and I hope you'll be happy now. Yeah, I hope you'll be happy now. Yeah, I hope you'll be happy now. I hope you'll be happy now.
The Chick-fil-A Comprehensive Orthopedics, the Candlewood Suites, the McTurnans and our good friends over at Mobile One Communications, the Doubletree Inn and Suites, the Johnson Financial Group, the Fairfield Inn of Kenosha, La Fagata Mexican Grill, and the Waterfront Warehouse, by Hampton Inn and Suites. Also, we'd like to thank our good friend at Satori Energy, our friends at Jersey Mike's Subs in Racine, the Stella Hotel and Ballroom in downtown Kenosha, and the Paulman Automotive Group. John Weiser back with you at the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Carthage women's basketball today, and the women's team and North Park tied at 17 here after one half. And really, when you run these numbers, Carthage very fortunate to be in this position here, knotted up here at the half. Neither team lighting it up from the field. Carthage 5 for 23. They actually were 0 for 12 in the first quarter, went 5 for 10 in the second quarter, and for the ball game, 5 for 23, just under 21%. Carthage only one made three here through the first 20 minutes. That was in the second quarter. They are 1 for 8 at the arc and just 5 for 9 at the free throw line. Leading scorer for Carthage in that first half was Amanda Larson with 6. Larson 2 of 4 from the field, including a pair of free throws. She has 6 points. Bridget Barrett, I'll tell you what, she has had quite the half. 4 points on 1 of 3 shooting, but she has collected 9 rebounds and had 3 steals in that first half for Carthage. And her effort has kept her team in this ballgame. Barrett with 4 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals in 14 minutes in that first half. 3 points for Knight. Knight 1 for 3, that was the three-pointer. The extent of her scoring. Kelsey Cashon got an early basket but got into foul trouble just 3 minutes into our first quarter, picked up her second foul. She finished the half playing just 5 minutes with 3 personal fouls and 2 points. Herman and Antoine Play did not score. Ebeling, Valev, and Spear did not score for Carthage in that first half. For North Park in that first half, it was Lauren Lee coming off the bench at guard and finishing with 7 points in that first half. Lee was 3 of 5 from the field, 1 for 2 at the arc for her 7 points. 4 points for Josie Somerville. A field goal and 2 free throws for Somerville for her 4 points. Hairston with 3. Jayla Johnson, the team's leading scorer, limited to just 2 field goal attempts and 2 points. The points coming from the free throw line in that first half. Vikings went 3 for 12 in the first quarter, 2 for 9 from the field in the second quarter. So for the game, Vikings 5 for 21, just 23%. They went 0 for 4 at the arc in the second quarter. For the game, 2 of 8 and 4 of 5 at the free throw line. Carthage dominating the glass here after 1 half of play, out-rebounding North Park 21-13. Carthage getting 6 offensive rebounds to just 2 on the offensive glass for North Park. Leading rebounder was Barrett with 9 in that first half for Carthage. It was Hairston with 3 for North Park. 2-0. Illinois Wesleyan has played just one game. That was at Carroll last Saturday in a victory over the Pioneers. Elmhurst men have yet to play. They've been tied up in COVID protocol for the last 2 weeks. Carroll at 0-1. Augustana and Milliken each at 0-2, and North Park at 0-3 going into the men's games today. And again, just an abbreviated schedule, a conference schedule of 12 games. You're not going to be playing everyone in the league this year. Carthage, for example, will not play games against Illinois Wesleyan or Augustana this year. They have one more game left with Milliken. That's a makeup from the game that was postponed on Monday. That'll be coming up in a couple of weeks. Get that one replayed. But there will be no trips to Bloomington, no trips to Rock Island, and vice versa as far as the 12-game schedule goes. Still no word yet on whether or not there'll be a tournament. I know the tournament committee has been discussing some things on the national end as well as on the conference end of things, but nothing has been set yet as far as that goes. Just talking with Michael Schwartz before the ball game, the sports information director. Both he and Sam Boyle do a fantastic job keeping track of all the athletics here at Carthage College, but talking with Mike before the game and ready for volleyball coming up, men's volleyball coming up next week. We'll have those on the video stream for you. Women's volleyball at the end of the February. We will have that, and we've got some football coming up. We'll have an abbreviated football goal. A couple of home games on the video stream as well. And again, all of our games here at the Tarble Arena streamed on the Carthage video stream as well as on WLIP.com. So you don't have to be on the radio or near radio to pick up the ball game. Just pick up the WLIP app on your phone and plug into that. Our next broadcast will be Tuesday. Another women's matchup here. The Carthage women's team taking on Carroll from the Tarble Arena. We'll have that for you. The wrestling team will be in action. They will host MSOE, North Central, and Augustana. Swimming and diving. We'll have Carroll and Illinois Wesleyan in here on Friday. And next Friday, we'll have men's volleyball for you here on the video stream. Carthage hosting Aurora. It'll be my opportunity to call my first volleyball match next Friday on the video stream. That'll be fun. Get that going. So athletics starting to roll here a little bit. And again, everything's subject to the COVID protocols, as we know. You go hour by hour with that. You can't necessarily get too far in front of yourself here as far as scheduling and everything else. You're subject to the testing. These teams go through testing every day. And with the rapid testing now, get that done and out of the way right away. So Nate Stewart, the new athletic director here at Carthage, trying to navigate his way through all of the COVID protocols, and had a chance to sit down and talk. And again, at this level, as an athletic director, you gotta be raising money, and I know that's first and foremost. We get through this COVID-19 here through the summer, and hopefully get back to some normalcy starting in the fall with football again here on 1050 WLIP. And getting fans back in the stands again for these winter sports here. No fans are allowed in the building, very limited as to who is in. Been watching on the video stream, the players, coaches, and game day staff all wearing masks. Officials are masked up as well. So we miss the fans here, miss the excitement, miss the students, and the vibe that they bring here to Carthage. So hopefully we will get those fans back here in a relatively quick time. Both teams ready to go here for the start of this second half, tied at 17. Let's see if Carthage can get off to a better start here in this third quarter. Boy, an offer in that first quarter. Only point coming at the free throw line. Carthage women's basketball just 0 for 12 in that first quarter today. Trying to overcome that. And as I said, very fortunate. They got played better on the defensive side than they did on the offensive side, and that has kept them in this ball game. This could have easily got away from this women's team here, much like it did early in the contest against Milliken last week. So it'll be Lauren Knight, Amanda Larson, Lauren Herman, Destiny Antoine, and Kelsey Cashon out there. Cashon with three personal fouls, along with Herman with 3 fouls. North Park to start, they have the basketball. Hairston, Malloy, Chuhaevsky, Somerville, and Johnson out there. And we got a foul early on here on Cashon. Not more than 7 seconds into this third quarter, Cashon picks up her 4th foul. As she worked her way inside and got too aggressive, and she's going to have to sit. That's going to present some problems now for Carthage in the post. We got a foul, and it's going to go on Lauren Herman, who picks up her 4th. She was trying to defend Jayla Johnson in the paint, and she picked up the foul. So Herman with 4 stays on the floor. Cashon on the bench with 4. We haven't played 15 seconds here this third quarter. Heap of hurt here on Carthage. Johnson inside, goes up for the shot, missing. Offensive rebound, and the stick back goes down by Hairston. Took it away from 2 Carthage players there inside. Laid it up and in. 5 for Hairston. 19-17 in favor of North Park. Carthage still looking for its first lead in this game. Lauren Knight works it off to Bridget Barrett. Barrett spins, goes hard to the basket. They call her a walk. She collided with Somerville, got knocked to the floor. The official on the near side called it a travel. Turnover, Carthage, their first here in this second half, the 11th in the game. North Park will set it up. Near wing it goes, Hairston. Up top, Malloy. Driving the basket, Malloy knocked to the floor. Carthage player goes down. And we got a late whistle and a foul called on Carthage. Eberling knocked to the floor. It was a very late whistle there. And they were ruling it a shot. They got Malloy standing at the line, and I believe they're going to rule it. It was fouled before the shot, and it'll be North Park ball. They will inbound right at the basket with 20 on the shot clock. So they'll get it in. Hairston. Contact inside, ball deflected and taken away by Bridget Barrett. Now Knight will set it up. To Antoine on the drive. Kick to Amanda Larson, left corner. Able to dribble around the defender. Pulls it back on the wing. Back up top to Knight with 13 on the shot clock. Knight slides off to the right wing. Guarded by Hairston. Now to Barrett. Barrett cross court to Antoine. Antoine for 3. Barely drew iron. Tried to follow her shot, but Jayla Johnson got there first to take it away. Johnson across midcourt. Gets it over to Chuhaevsky. Now back up top into the hands of Malloy. Back to Chuhaevsky. To Hairston now on the left wing, to Somerville in the left corner. Try to work it into Johnson. Good read by Amanda Larson. She stepped in front of that pass to take it away. Larson across midcourt. Crossover dribble, working on Hairston. Pulls up right baseline and hits and ties the game at 19. Amanda Larson with 8. Carthage ties it at 19 with 7:40 to go here in the third. They work it off near wing, Chuhaevsky. To Jayla Johnson, top of the circle. Left side it goes, Malloy. Back to Chuhaevsky, guarded by Larson. Puts it on the floor, spins on Larson. Back to Jayla Johnson. Bumped off her spot by Ebeling. Put off the shot, no good. Rebound collected by Barrett. Barrett now with 12 boards in this contest. Still looking for their first lead. Ebeling back to Antoine. Now to Larson. Thought about the three. Reloads to Antoine. Now back to Ebeling. Drives. Right baseline. Inside it goes to Barrett. Lays it up. Couldn't hit. Got a tie up. Held ball. Possession arrow to Carthage with 7 on the shot clock. Vikings will send Esther Miller in for Somerville. Carthage will inbound right of the basket with 7 on the shot clock. Try to get it into Destiny. She got bumped off her spot. Got it back. Larson for 3 on the way. In and out, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Barrett had it, lost it, and it's taken away inside by Miller. Back comes North Park. 6:40 to go here in the quarter, tied at 19. Johnson knocked down the player and call an offensive foul. That was Barrett getting back defensively. She was clearly outside of the halo left of the block when she took the charge by Jayla Johnson. That's the 3rd foul on Johnson. So once again, Carthage with an opportunity here as they walk it up. Chance to take the lead. 6.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Carthage has never led here. Antoine for 3, right side, won't go. Rebound Malloy. She'll push it up for North Park in transition. Malloy on the dribble penetration. Kick back to Miller. Miller drives in from the right corner, back to Malloy. Now Chuhaevsky to Hairston. Tried to force it inside, broken up momentarily by Ayanna Esther. And we had a holding call inside on Carthage. They worked the ball into the paint that time to Jayla Johnson. And Destiny Antoine picking up the foul, her 3rd. So you have Herman and Cashon on the bench with 4. Antoine now with her 3rd. That's the last one to give here. Next foul puts North Park on the line. Malloy for 3, banks it too hard. Johnson with the offensive board. Her stick back attempt will go. Second effort up, not away. Nope, out of her hand, they say. It'll be Carthage ball. 2 good looks underneath by Johnson. They could not connect. The last one slipped off her hand out of bounds. And so Carthage will bring it up. Somerville checking in at the table. Next dead ball for the Vikings. Esther works it off to Knight. Deep 3 by Knight on the way. Rattles off, no good. Nobody home underneath for Carthage. Easy rebound for North Park and Miller. Off to Malloy. Now Chuhaevsky to Hairston. Works it back right side again to Miller. Back to Chuhaevsky. On the drive, left side, goes up with the left hand and lays it in. Nicely done there as she circled around from the top, dove down to the left and laid it up and in, and a timeout taken by North Park. Let's step out and take a 60 break. 5:10 to go here in this 3rd quarter. 21-19 North Park. Back after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Carthage women's basketball, 5:10 to go here in the 3rd. Carthage down by 2, 21-19. Over on the men's side, it's halftime in Chicago. North Park leading the Carthage men 39-38 at the break. Carthage will bring it up, trailing by 2. Knight, Ebeling, Bennett, Larson, and Esther out there for Carthage. They try to work it into Larson, was deflected around, and she was battling Esther Miller for it. Miller touched the ball while she was out of bounds. It'll be Carthage ball right of the basket. 16 to shoot here. They've had two 5-second counts already today. They just got that one in. The three on the way barely drew iron, but Larson got the offensive board. She'll take the dribble back up top. Now drives hard on Chuhaevsky. We got a whistle and an offensive foul on Larson. She was bound and determined to get past Chuhaevsky, and then Miller slipped in underneath to take the charge. First foul on Larson. 4:45 to go here in the third. Carthage trailing by 2. North Park 2 for 7 here in the third quarter. Carthage just 1 for 7 here in the third. Carthage has really struggled here. 0 for 12 in the first quarter, now 1 for 7 here in the third. Not the start they were looking for. Malloy circles around, goes up hard. We got a blocking foul underneath. Bennett knocked to the floor, was just a hair late getting over to stop the drive. Picks up her first. Nancy Valev will check in, replacing Lauren Knight. At the free throw line for North Park is Shanae Malloy. Knocks down the first. First points of the game for Malloy. Second one is on the way. One is short. Rebound, Larson did a nice job screening out the shooter that time to get the rebound. 22-19 North Park. Now Bennett on the drive from the left side as she went up for the shot, got fouled. Drove in from the left baseline that time and got hit as she went to the basket. Shanae Malloy picking up the foul. That is her first. Both she and Somerville were there. Free throw on the way and good for Bridget Barrett. Barrett with 13 boards today, along with 6 points. Missed the second, went 1 for 2 that trip. The deficit is 2. We have 4 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Hairston takes the dribble back to the top of the circle, swings it off to Malloy left side around the Somerville screen. Back out to Chuhaevsky for 3. Rattles off, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Nicely done by Barrett, able to take it away from Somerville. That's 14 boards tonight for Barrett. Now on the drive, Belev cut off, got it back to Larson. She was double teamed, now backs it off. Carthage will spread it out here with 10 to go on the shot clock. And a whistle and a foul away from the play. Somerville trying to fight through a screen, picks up the foul, her third. Happened away from the basketball. So Lauren Lee will check in, replacing Somerville, who exits with 3 fouls. Carthage will reset here with 20 on the shot clock. Inbounding right of the basket. Got to get it in. Just beat the 5-second count. Larson on the run up left side. She was fouled. She will get to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to go on Hairston. That is her third. 4th on the team. And Larson at the free throw line. 2 for 2 at the line today. Makes the third. 9 points now for Amanda Larson. Chance to tie it here with this toss. On the way and rattles off. 1 for 2 that trip. Hairston with the rebound. 22-21 North Park. Vikings with the ball, moving left to right. Lee lobbed it through, had it knocked away inside on her drive to the basket. North Park will retain possession. Zakia Newsom in now, replacing Hairston. North Park nowhere to go, just beat the 5-second count as they get it into Newsom. 10 on the shot clock with Malloy high on the right. Valev out on her, puts it on the floor with 3, with 2, a step back 3, short, and it's taken away underneath, but the shot clock violation, that's the 3rd one tonight by North Park. Nicely done by the Carthage defense. "14 turns now for the Vikings. Turns even at 14 apiece. Still looking for their first lead, Carthage, and they try and force it inside. Larson's pass to Antoine, and then that was broken up, and then in the ensuing scrum for the ball, Larson commits the foul. There'll be shooting violation here. It'll be over the limit. They'll put Esther Miller on the free throw line here for North Park. Miller 1 for 2 at the line. Her only point. That one clangs off. North Park just 6 for 10 at the line. Carthage not much better, 8 for 16. Makes the second though, 1 for 2 that trip, 2 points for Miller. 23-21 North Park, 2.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Valev to Barrett. Works it in, and the drive to the basket. The layup is good by Ayanna Esther. The Tremper grad ties the game at 23. Now they work it near side. Newsom into the right corner. Lee back up top to Malloy. Out to Miller for 3. Got it. Esther Miller for the triple. Just their 3rd triple of the game. 3 for 11 at the arc are the Vikings. Puts their team back up by 3. 26-23, a minute 45 to go here in the 3rd. Valev driving the basket, got fouled. Aggressive move by Valev coming up the right side. She will get to the line.
Number 2, Esther Miller.
Miller picking up the foul, her first, over the limit.
Checking in for Carthage, number 3,
Margaret Spear will check in now for Carthage. At the free throw line is Valev, shooting 2. Free throw up and good, her first trip to the line today. Valev got into 16 minutes of action. Started the ball game down at Milliken, played 16 minutes. Coming off the bench here today.
checking in for Carthage, number 23, Addison.
Makes both here to cut the deficit down to 1, 26-25 with 1:43 to play. Addison Ebeling in now again for Carthage. Again, Kelsey Cashon on the bench with 4 fouls. Lauren Herman on the bench with 4. On the drive, Lee left it short, was deflected off a Carthage player out of bounds.
North Park ball.
It'll be North Park ball. They will inbound left to the basket. Toss it in left side, Malloy. Looking inside, now back to Miller, same spot, 3 on the way, no good. Battle for the loose ball, bouncing around. Battling hard for it is Valev, and she comes away with it. Her and Destiny Antoine battling inside with Zakia Newsom. Valev finally came away with it. Valev on the drive on on Jayla Johnson, and the foul on Johnson. Got her off balance, and Jayla Johnson picks up the foul. That's her 4th. And Valev at the line for 2 with a chance to give her team their first lead. First one in. Second one good. Carthage has their first lead.
Checking in for Vikings, number 3, Chantel Harrison.
Trailed the entire ball game up to that point, but a pair of free throws by Nancy Valev gives Carthage the 1-point lead here with 1 minute to go here in the 3rd. Lauren Lee with it. Back to Miller. Miller puts it on the floor, knocked away by Valev. Picked back up, though, by Newsom. Into the right corner, Miller driving out of the corner to the free throw line up top. 7 to shoot here. They back it way off. Lauren Lee with it. On the drive, walked with the basketball. She saw Destiny Antoine coming up that was going to try and take the charge. She was looking for it just momentarily, and that forced the stutter step stop and the traveling violation. So Carthage will bring it down to their first lead here. On the drive, Valev goes high off the glass and in. Nancy Valev gives Carthage a 3-point lead here with 20 seconds to go, shot clock dark. Ooh, all things considered, you're shooting 22% from the field, 1 for 14 at the 3. And we're going to get to the fourth quarter here with what looks like a lead as we got a walk again. Traveling the call on Zakia Newsom with 3.2 seconds left. She collided with Destiny Antoine again off that left block. Lev with 2, with 1 to midcourt, lets it go, and it comes up short as time expires. But Carthage women's basketball has their first lead, their largest of the game at 3, 29-26 as we head to the fourth, back after the 60-second break on AM 1050 WLIP. Today's Carthage basketball game brought to you in part by Lynch. By the Sandlots of Salem Grill, Pub, and Sports Complex, Highway State Law. Here, Carthage women's basketball on 1050 WLIP by 3. %, 1 for 15 from the arc. Meanwhile, North Park in the ball to start this fourth quarter. Carthage Newsom and Margaret Spear. Miller on the drive, and Barrett will check back in. Boy, what a game Barrett has had defensively. Game of the year, so still kind of looking for combinations. Is on the drive that time. Going out to set a screen. Now she's okay. They get it back off near side to clutch baskets, some clutch free throws to give her team the lead. 31-28. Now to Chuhayevsky. Back to Hairston. It's going to go on Lauren Knight. Her drops in the free throw. First trip to the line today for Hairston. She has 6 points. As they bring it in from the backcourt, Valev will handle the dribble. Takes it across midcourt. Nicely done. A little high to low that time, and Barrett able to 8. Hairston, double team, back out to Chuhayevsky for 3, rattles off, no good. Miller with 3. One. Trying to lob it into Destiny Antoine, and it's broken up. Barrett to trigger. Check that, Valev to top. Tim Bernero's going to drop a defensive setup here for Carthage. Gives us the of Carthage Athletics by Barnes and Noble, by Chick-fil-A on Highway. Johnson Financial Group, their Fairfield Inn, and the really going for Carthage. 3 for 3 now. Again, the first and third quarter. On defense, Malloy with it. Bounce feed to Newsom right side. She'll dribble across the head. Tied at 35. 5 points for Chuhayevsky. Outlets to Malloy. Big turnover there. Just lead was 3. Hairston for 3. That's short. And rebound picked up underneath by Boyd. Hits the front of the rim and bounces over the top of the backboard and out of play. It will be Northern. The Vikings will bring it up from the backcourt in Newsom. Game tied at 35. Kashawn still on the bench with 4. Collected once again by Knight. Gives it off to Larson down the right side. Larson fouled on a
Checking in for the Vikings, number 22, Josie Somerville, and number 33.
Gets it into Larson. Larson high in the right. And a foul. And it's going to go on North Park. North Park, and Miller will check back in. Esther Miller in for Somerville. That possession, another 30-second timeout taken by Carthage. (62-53). Toby Merrick with 25 for North. Half, 62-53. Field, including a three-pointer. Carthage will inbound. Knight with it on the dribble. Guarded by Newsom. Contact and a foul. Newsom was on Newsom. They got a moving screen on Stack. It's with 4, Herman with 4. Kashawn picked up her 4th foul in the first second. Use it. Works it off to Newsom. And Antoine picks up the foul, her 5th, and her day. Edison Ebling, the freshman out of Loyola Academy. And it falls off the right side of the rim, no good. Missed them both. Rebound, Larson had it and was pulled to the floor. Call us on North Park or Carthage here. The foul trouble for North Park. High on the right. Outside the arc, working on Malloy. North Park wants a timeout. Off of I-94 in Kenosha, the in New Munster, 7 days a week. In allowance. Check inventory on Carthage. So it'll be Knight for three off the right side, and the feed ball. Chuhaevsky shot partially blocked by Larson. Into the corner, ball deflects out of bounds. Break for North. Inside Miller and was fouled. Vikings just one. .320 to go. Chuhaevsky there to get the rebound. Johnson on the drive, pulls up, banks, spins. Three-point lead now for North Park. Carthage. Ten-point game. 28 points, 10 of 13 from the floor. Thursday night here against the Vikings. The all-time shot block leader. Vikings 40-35. It'll be Carthage. Johnson, Chuhaevsky, Mill. Missed the shot, rolled off. Larson couldn't get the rebound. Clock was going down, hit the three. Corner. Back to Bennett, her jump shot. Slow it down here. Amanda Larson. That was fifth personal? No, it was not. They were checked. Two. Second. Timeout off a made basket or a made free throw. Something I would like to see men's college. Facing 8 here. One player in double figures, Chuhayevsky with 10. By Hairston. Need these here. That one's better. That one is. In the time. On the season. Fourth quarter, Carroll leading 5. Immediately, Malloy off the inbound was 5. Seven here, and a chance to. And let's see where they want it. They'll want it here. Just it'll be Carthage versus Carroll here at. And Augustana swimming. Calling game here on the video stream. On the far side it goes. pass. Foul right away. In the back. Basketball team 47. We will step out. That will take a 2.
Please drive home.
'94. Go to Lynch Chevrolet. 9889. My best. .262tax.com. John Weiser back with you at the Tarble Arena. Wish your free throws by Nancy Villa. Ended up going on a three-pointer along with a two-point basket. shooting. It was their defense that kept them in this. Barrett today with 10 points. In the first quarter, and just Destiny Antoine fouled out with 5. Especially with Chuhaevsky and contest. We break it. Lives here today. 1 for 19. They were 3 free throws today, just 13 of 23. 2 minutes. Larson with 14 points. Nine, 15 boards, led the three points each for Warner. Ten points, 4 of 9. Two minutes to play. The difference in the day. Did not score. Newsom off the bench. And they were 14 of 21. By 5 on the window. Carthage or excuse me, that led to 8 points off turnovers. Seven Carthage points. To 3-0 on the season. It's Carroll by 1, 64. Cardinals now 0-4. Augie set. The final in that one. Shooting in the second quarter, pretty much. Down at Elmhurst. So we'll keep. Toby Merrick, 30. For Carthage in that contest, but Coach, we talked about it, needed to get off to a good start.
I never saw that one before. A whole quarter with things you do that cause it. At our level, kind of the national average, you find every position. Carryover. You have to, you know, and 1%. We out rebounded them. To play last week at Milliken and fouls the kid at 15 seconds, right? So puts her hands on the kid at 25 feet. you live with the results.
15 boards. She kept in that ball game on the defensive end.
For the ball, defensive rebounding, then when we got to try somebody else. And get a little bit of roll going offensively. Their second game, so for her to go a good team and get 15 rebounds and score points. Absorb stuff. We're trying to give it to them quickly.
And I know they were for whatever it was in the first quarter. Still fought back, got
no offense in the first quarters, and then where we're on the attack and we let them.
Well, it's a quick turnaround. You've got Carroll here in the building on Tuesday. Or check that by Kayla Christian.
We're supposed to play teams back to back and within the going to be a lot of quick turnarounds this year, so that's we relish the effort.
Work things out on Monday and back here Tuesday, and hopefully get that win, get that.
You live with it. On the mental and physical side, we didn't do. We just need to be a little bit better and keep working.
Well, Tim, good luck here on (47-40). The Carthage men's basketball team lost. Is that you get a quick turnaround and get right back at it, and that's a good. W's of the CCIW facing off here in Kenosha. here at the Tarble Arena. MSOE, North Central, and Augustana. Video stream here at carthage.edu. Carthage men roar. Here at Carthage, as usual, doing a good job all the way. Basketball today, it was North Park defeating the Carthage women 40. Thank you. Yeah.